Hello and welcome to another episode of Menu Heroes Digest. I'm Steven.
And I am Jordan. Gotta go fast.
And today we've got quite a few stories to cover. So I think we'll just jump right in. So our first story
We're gonna Superman that hole. Gonna be you.
Oh my God.
Gonna be you. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Getting excited.
So we'll
How to do one.
We'll start with the Sonic fan hack. So
The hacks.
this is a Sonic. This is a program for playing Sonic the Hedgehog ROMs. Specifically, what it does is whenever you grab a ring, it switches the game. It doesn't matter which platform it's on. It randomly switches to another one. So, like, you can start out...
Oh, wow. Sorry, I was just looking at the video, just trying to get a refresher, and it's like... like, literally just went from the original Sonic game to... Yeah, immediately went from Sonic 3D to back to... What was it, like the handheld Sonic games?
Yeah.
You know, I only saw this video briefly, and I was like, okay, I thought for sure this was just an edited video, just weirdly put together, but no, this is the actual game.
Yeah.
And this looks a bit like Sonic 2 I'm at right now. Yeah, literally a ring you just lost and gained, and it's already back to, what was that, Sonic and Knuckles? And now also we're in a Mario ROM hack, like...
Yeah, so there's an option where you can play as Mario.
I'm sorry, I don't know if we can show this video on the podcast or have it linked, or we'll definitely have a link to it.
Yeah,
but just
a link to the article will be in the description.
My eyes are glued on this because it really is like any ring, whether you lost it and regained it or something on the field, just immediately, just back to some other game. This one definitely looks handheld. This one that I'm at right now.
Yeah, they made some handheld Sonics. They made quite a few. They also made Sonic for the Master System, which came before the...
Yeah. They keep going back to the one that's stuck in the spike.
Oh my god. But yeah, this is something I definitely want to try
out. I'd have a headache. I would not be having fun. I mean, it'd be fun to watch, but not fun to actually try. I would be actively avoiding the rings, which you need to get through the level to begin with. It's...
Some Season 4 ideas for Menu Hero.
It's some galaxy brain stuff right here. I'm telling you that right now.
So next we're going to move on to one of the articles Jordan shared. Which
if I may say one thing, say one more thing, please do not let this be the first thing I play on the channel. You've only ever seen me in the TCG card episodes.
Yeah.
Only one so far. You know, waiting on those other ones, Steven. You know? Not trying to be that guy, but, you know, there's a couple others.
I know. With school starting, I had to scale back some stuff. I'll get them posted.
Okay, fair enough. But please, if I'm gonna play a game on the channel, please let it not be this ROM hack.
It won't.
Please, I would.
We'll probably play Mario Party at some point.
Oh, awesome. Okay, that I can recommend. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So.
But which one?
Yes. So, Jordan shared this article about the Lego Star Wars Skywalker saga. And did you want to talk about this one?
Yes. Being as somebody who is a big fan of the Lego Star Wars games, I played a couple of the other Star Wars. I played some Star Wars games out there, but not as fun as these. This Lego Star Wars franchise is super fun. You know, I'm glad there's no dialogue in this one. There's some dialogue in the Lego Lord of the Rings series that I don't know, it kind of takes it away, or it's not as fun or as funny as the Star Wars ones. Because I don't think they really aren't taking themselves that seriously, and they're not trying to recreate scenes, just Lego characters. So this one, so this franchise means a lot to me, and I was looking forward to a new like remastered edition of Lego of the Skywalker saga of Lego Star Wars. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be delayed for quite a while. You know, this has been a long-running Lego Star Wars franchise, definitely one of the most popular ones. And this one was going to cover all 9 of the three trilogy movies, and covering all of them. As I said, there was about to be, premiere, or yeah, there was already a premiere, right? There was already a showing of the trailer out there. Am I wrong, or am I thinking of something else?
I believe you're right that there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already held it, and it's available. The whole live stream is available online. It was actually yesterday that it was streamed.
And where we, Steven, we could add some biting commentary to this. I'm kidding. I was busy with work, and
I was busy getting my textbook finally. Oh,
you enjoy.
What were you
enjoy.
saying?
I was just saying. I mean, they're working me like crazy at my warehouse job.
Oh wow.
I won't get into too much details, but I can already tell like we're gonna be short a few people tomorrow.
Dang.
I'm just kind of used to that by now. But hey, thing about Lego Star Wars does give me remind me of the good old days. I didn't have to worry so much about work, and I could see all my favorite Star Wars characters in Legos. And unfortunately for me, to see a brand new, more polished version of that, I'm gonna have to wait a little while. And I'm looking around to see what the new release date is for the Skywalker Lego Star Wars saga. I'm not finding the new release date. It just says it's been delayed. So that's all I got to say for that.
Let's see.
I would love to play that on the channel. When it does happen, we will play on the channel.
All right, let's see. It's supposedly.
That, or I'll make.
Sorry. Supposedly it'll come out in spring 2022.
Well, that's not too long of a wait, at least.
No, not too long.
I was afraid I was going to say Christmas of next year, like December 2022, and that would have been
heartbreaking.
Exhausting. Yeah.
All right.
But if it's yeah.
If it's like what?
If it's like late February, early March, that I think is a reasonable wait.
Yeah, and that's not too long.
I just hope it's good, Steven. I just want it to be good. I want to have fun again.
I gotta be honest.
Having fun's good.
I'm not a huge fan of the Lego games, but we can definitely tackle it on the channel if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Legos. If you're gonna play any of the Lego games, Lego Star Wars is the best ones to play, because there's other, again, like I said, Lord of the Rings. They try to take themselves too seriously. Harry Potter is fine, but
controversial.
I don't know. It's not nearly as funny as Lego Star Wars. That, I think, it recreates certain scenes from Star Wars, but it has fun with it. It really is like you grab your Lego pieces of all your Star Wars characters and you mash them around, and they're kind of having a goof,
A goof. A little kooky.
Yes.
Okay, so it's time to move on to some cringe. Fortnite.
Shoo!
Alright, Jordan, this is your article, so this is your Gabbing with Jordan session.
Okay. All right. You think I learned my lesson by now by like really digging into research about this kind of stuff before I really talk about it, but nope, diving right into this. But at the very least, I know I'm at least experiencing one of the games on here, Among Us.
Among Us.
And I was like, oh, Fortnite's Among Us. Boo. You know, don't get me started, Steven. I could do a whole bunch of Among Us memes just for an entire segment. Okay, don't get me started. Man, I got really into that game. So, like, when I heard news of Epic Games releasing a limited time game mode of Fortnite called Imposters, boom. And it's not really as exciting as Among Us. There certainly is. Oh, wait. What happened?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out. Here we go.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. Oh, no.
Did we lose transmission? Ground control to me.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry, I was trying to find the Among Us theme, but I just couldn't do it.
Well, anyway, it's I was just to make a joke saying that there is no Pokemon named Imposters, Steven. So obviously the name's inferior.
What? Oh my god.
Because you know there's a Pokemon in Gen 5 called Among Us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And there ain't no Pokemon named Imposters, so nah.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, basically, this is a limited time game mode in Fortnite. It said, sit here. The article is just commenting about like how charming and how much of an indie darling Among Us is, and how Inner Sleuth should be very pleased by their success, but also be shocked by the sudden appearance of this literal imposter game coming in to reap their glory and everything. And it said sorry, I'm trying to look for the actual information. I'll get into details of what exactly this one is. Oh yeah. Here's so Fortnite Imposters is a much more streamlined version of Among Us, and I'm sure many of you are already aware of what Among Us is, because there's a whole paragraph on here. It's all about like, is this intrigue 2D mystery game about finding out which one of your teammates is actually a secret killer or secretly an alien trying to take you all out, in the vein of Mafia or Werewolf or the 1982 film The Thing, which is one of my favorite films. But yeah, like, we all are aware of what Among Us is. And Fortnite is just going to do their own version of it, pretty much. The matches variables are set in stone. They are generally 8 players, 8 agents, and 2 imposters. They meet in a pre-game lobby that it's an empty void, perfect place for a little pre-match ska dancing, or sky. If you're into that sort of thing, yeah, that's what the article says. You're tasked with either completing a set of chores in a very Among Us reminiscent base, or sabotaging the efforts of the non-imposter characters, or outright killing them. With Fortnite chock full of licensed characters, there's an element of whimsy to each match. You can have your bunny-eared aliens working side by side with their club hooper or hoppers, your superheroes, your movie cameos. And oh yeah, that does remind me that they still have, in terms of skins, they still have Thanos, John Wick, Batman, the Street Fighter characters, Avengers, Marvel characters. There's something kind of funny to that idea of all those characters in one match. And it might actually, you think it's gonna be the guy in the Thanos thing, but it actually is Cammy the whole time.
Oh my god.
You know, and I think that could be kind of funny.
Well,
But yeah, it's again. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that I'm kind of tempted to download Fortnite simply for this, because playing Among Us in the 3D space sounds fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was gonna eventually happen that someone would do Among Us but 3D is what was eventually gonna happen, and Fortnite was just the for what I know, Fortnite's the first one to jump on this trend or jump onto, you know, Among Us but more dimensions, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, we have talked before outside this podcast that maybe I should do like a blind reaction to Fortnite, like, or have a thing called the one guy who never played Fortnite segment, and it's just me just showing reactions of me just experiencing Fortnite for the first time, like, oh, what is this? What is this strange unicorn stuff? Oh, that was not that Ryan Reynolds movie. I recognize that now. Like, that would be me, and like I'm not. Look, guys, I'm not even kidding. The only thing I'm aware of is not only just like the characters that are now these skins that are announced for Fortnite and the dances that they're in Fortnite, which many of them were stolen by frickin' Turkleton from Scrubs, and he's very upset by that, which means I'm not too happy with that either. You don't mess with my man. But that's really all I know about Fortnite. So it would be, I think it'd be a funny idea if we did a video that was either not just me, but maybe some people who've never played the game, just experience it for the first time and get just a first reaction of just spitballing a show idea there. Steven?
Yeah, I'm still
there?
here.
Okay. I was going to say, my idea is not that bad, Steven. You don't have to cut off the whole thing just because of one terrible idea, man.
It's not a terrible idea. It's just something that's going to have to go on the back burner. We have a lot planned. Like, we have the whole of Season 3 planned.
Okay, fair enough.
You could help us.
This is your baby. This is.
You could help us with some of that.
Oh.
And
sure.
I'll talk to you about that when I go to Roanoke next.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna see each other in October, by all means. But I just want to say that this is your Menu Heroes is your baby. It's your thing. You know, you have complete control over it. I'm just the idea guy. I'm just throwing out. What can we do to expand even more? What can we get more people hooked onto this show or onto our channel?
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate that. I've also scaled things back a bit because, Xander and I going back to school. I'm in a law class this semester, so that's going to be a little stressful at times. Which...
Okay,
now that we're talking about law,
go ahead.
This next part is related.
We are the law.
Okay. Oh my god. Just reading.
You set it up, Stephen, and I knock it down.
Reading this article. Oh my god. Soulja Boy. You guys remember when Soulja Boy made his little game console? Which was actually just a...
I remember...
Just a preloaded, like, ROM hack thing.
Oh, Steven, I remember so much of Soulja Boy. I remember that when Street Fighter 4 came out, he was making a big deal about, like, I'm the best Street Fighter 4 player ever. I'll challenge anybody, or nobody can beat me. first time somebody faced him in Street Fighter 4, he lost, and then he just stormed off and saying, "I don't care. I'm still $1 million. I don't need to play this game anymore." You know, that's a sign of a real winner there, Steven. That's a guy that has hubris and humility.
So, this dude says that he is the owner of Atari. He signed a contract with Atari, and what he believes he got was enough stock in it to be the controlling CEO. Which Atari obviously was like, no. So, what happened? He responded after you shared this article. He responded.
Yeah.
Reacting angrily. We cannot share what he said because it's got a lot of slurs and bad language. He shows up. He shows his contract on camera, and it doesn't say Atari shares. It says Atari tokens. Atari tokens are basically
that's the thing
Bitcoin.
I was gonna say, like, it was a long saga over the weekend about the whole Soulja Boy Atari drama. And one thing, again, Soulja Boy has had a long history of being boastful and making big claims and being immediately shut down by people saying, no, that's BS, that's not true, and him making a rant and going off on the people, rightfully correcting him. You know?
Yeah.
So this is not the first time this has happened. I will say one thing, though. Like, Soulja Boy is right about one thing.
Yeah.
Nobody was really talking about Atari before this whole thing. But then again, was anybody really talking about Soulja Boy before this? Like, was anyone really that interested in Soulja Boy, 2020, 2021?
People were talking about Atari more than they were talking about him.
The last... I mean, I can believe there's more people playing frickin' VCS, Pitfall. Yeah, people are... Yeah, because the last album I ever heard that he released was Death Note.
Oh.
And again, it was an album all about him making anime references and how cool and swag anime is and how he's really anime and he doesn't give an F because he's $1 million samurai.
Why didn't you tell me he was the CEO of anime?
Because that's coming up next, Steven. That's his next big game,
My God. Soulja Boy, the anime?
Yeah. And,
Ooh.
Oh, man, that's, expect it on Netflix this spring, or next spring, I should say.
Oh, God. Atari, man. Alright, I'm kind of excited for this next bit. I'm not going to go all details because there's a lot to this next article. I'm just going to cover the basics because I also feel like I might need to cover some background information. Okay. So the Atari Lynx...
If I may say one more thing. Again, I'm usually the guy who just says one more thing. Atari, I realize like you're not really the big name in games anymore, but did you really need to make a cryptocurrency? Did you really need your own coin? Really? I mean, it's like not only okay. Yes, right now everyone's kind of just dropping Bitcoin or realizing, oh wow, this is doing harm to the environment. Oh no, this hurts the entire purpose of getting this. But it's like, at least I understood why some companies would try and jump on that, just for making a little extra cash. Like Atari, you're making hotels right now. And people, at least get some enjoyment from your games. You didn't need to stoop to cryptocurrency, man. You're better than that. And besides, the next store is going to show you some upgrades. Go ahead, Steven. Go ahead.
All right, so the Atari Lynx. For those of you who don't know, the Atari Lynx was the first color handheld because it came before the Game Gear, and it was supposed to be a competitor with the Game Boy, but it had very, very little game support and very expensive. Very power hungry too because of the color screen. But it was also ahead of its time with the color screen, the backlight, and being an ambidextrous system, meaning you could play, left-handed or right-handed. And there's a market for this game or for this system because people are still making games for it. This isn't surprising. Making games for retro consoles is a thing that's been going on for quite a while now. And you do hear about the occasional physical releases for games, and it's really cool. In fact, I could make my own Game Boy game and release it physically. I just am not smart enough for that. Yeah.
Well, speaking of like taking games and making them like fit it into old consoles, in terms of like the original Atari 2600, like there's actually been some people making games for that nowadays. I mean, the most infamous one is the Atari 2600 version of Desert Bus. Now, are you aware of that game or the Penn and Teller's Desert Bus game?
I do know about Desert Bus, yes, but I did not know there was an Atari version.
There is, yes. So it's again, this is not entirely news of people creating new games for old consoles. It's just like, again, I only ever saw the Lynx once in my entire life. Like people obviously had Game Boys when I was growing up. A few of the rich kids had Game Gear, and they had a huge pack of like AA batteries right in their pockets just to make sure they can keep filling up and keep playing their games on it. But Lynx, I've only ever saw once. Not even just once in a store, not once somebody playing, just once in my entire life, and it was just kind of gone because, I mean, it's hard. Like you can just look at the I was gonna say like, just look.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
Okay. I was just going to say, like, how the buttons work for the Lynx, just looking at it, it would be extremely difficult, or at least, like, bothersome to, like, flipping the thumbs from down to up and down just to get the right thing. So, yeah, I can imagine why this game didn't sell too well.
Oh, well, actually...
Or why this console didn't sell too well.
Actually, that's not how it works. So, you see that there's 4 buttons on it, on the right side.
I do, yes.
And then the control pad. You only use the top 2 buttons. And you can flip it around so that if you're left-handed, you can control the buttons with your left hand.
Oh my!
That's what I meant when I said it was ambidextrous.
That is forward thinking. Okay, I'm impressed, and I have been educated.
But yeah, the last place I worked, we actually had one of these in stock. I should have scooped it up, but I didn't make a lot of money. It wasn't that expensive. I just couldn't really justify just buying it.
Well, if you had known you were doing a video game channel, you could have actually played Lynx games on your channel.
I mean, we could still do that using an emulator, but
I know, but there's something authentic about holding the games in your hands and playing them as they were meant for on the consoles.
Yeah, there actually is. All right, so we're gonna go on to a story. We're gonna go on to Pokemon now. I had
Gotta catch them all, Steven.
I had another
Gotta catch 'em
story
all.
planned, but we're gonna skip over it for the interest of time, and because there's more emerging details, and I don't want to report on it when we don't know all the details. So,
Fair enough.
Gengar.
Gengar.
Takara Tomy is releasing a new line of Pokemon capsule toys that is basically oops all Gengar. They're gonna be in.
And God bless him for it.
You know what gacha rolls are, right?
I'm aware of gacha games, but the gacha rolls are like the little. They're basically like the little like machines that you like pop a quarter in, you get a little ball. Is that what? Is that
Yes,
their?
that is exactly what it is.
All right. Okay, because we have that in America, but we don't call it that. We call it something else. Or we just call them like
Obsolete. Oh,
coin toy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, if they were all Gengar, I'd put every quarter in every machine, ever.
but yeah, each one is going to be about $3. But Tomy makes pretty high quality toys, so it makes sense that it's going to be more expensive than a couple of quarters.
Yeah.
And it's actually titled the Lots of Gengar Collection, and it'd be cool if it would come to America, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah, we don't deserve nice things here in America, so
Obviously not. Like
yeah,
healthcare, we
I'm
don't
just-
deserve that.
Well, we got people who think we have free healthcare with how, they treat this whole pandemic thing.
Hey, you just got to be poor enough.
And don't get me started on those challenges, man.
What challenges are we
Like,
talking?
have you seen any videos of the crate challenges?
What is that?
Have you seen the videos of the crate challenges?
No, but
That
I've heard
is
of it.
basically people gathering milk crates and stacking them up like basically like levels like a Mario level and
Oh my
trying
God.
to set their feet down on each level, just made of milk carts just to get to the top. But it's like milk carts are not designed for the human weight, so obviously they're gonna crumble and fall apart.
No, why? Why would you do this? It's like that scene from The Office where they're doing parkour, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump
Yeah.
on top of the fridge," and then it's just an empty box.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
at least
God.
that's cardboard boxes. Those can hurt you, but not nearly as much as a broken milk cart
Oh
box.
my God, I hurt listening to this.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, there's not a lot to talk about with the Gengar.
Okay. But I will say this: the sleeping Gengar and the one sitting on a bench. Those are my two favorites. I'll probably save those images for whatever accounts I have, and those will be my little screenshots I'll have. They are adorable. I love them, and it does hurt that we can't get that in here in America.
We could probably import or something. Who knows?
I mean, like, isn't there like a Japanese version of Loot Crate where they put Japanese exclusive items in boxes and you can order them a monthly subscription?
I don't doubt it. There's like a Loot Crate for everything now.
We need sponsors, Steven, and we need whatever. If that exists, we need that as a sponsor.
We have 23 subscribers, Jordan. I don't think we're going to get sponsored anytime soon. Or maybe we'll get sponsored by
What?
today's sponsors, Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding.
We're kidding. We are kidding. We're not that desperate, okay?
Alright, so let's go to Pokemon Go. So as we've previously reported on, Niantic decided to take the what is it called? The distance.
It's a long way home.
The distance from gyms and Pokestops, which was 80. Was it 80 kilometers?
We have the article
meters.
somewhere.
80
Okay,
meters. Sorry about that. They
Yeah.
had reduced that back to 40 meters, which is what it was before. And so people boycotted Pokemon Go. It was to the point where my mom, who always buys the Pokemon Go like event tickets and stuff,
Yeah.
didn't do it because, she was boycotting, giving them money. And so they changed their mind.
Hey, sometimes peer pressure can work.
Hey, it's very important because it makes the game more accessible, and honestly, it's dumb not to do that because more people will play, more people will spend money.
And it's like, if you're gonna, it's funny because like, if they had suggested this being optional, like you can choose between 80-meter distance or 40-meter distance or something like that, maybe that might go a little well. So there's more of an option. They're just gonna, but again, they were going to take away and just made it shorter. And risking people like who are trying to be cautious about this whole thing, or those that are at high risk being more in danger. So of course there was a backlash and there was people fighting against this.
Yeah, but at least it's gone back to the 80.
Yeah, it's I don't know if I should be saying this or not, but it's kind of funny that we've had two companies this week that have made some made some big announcements that nobody liked. There was huge backlash everywhere, and they decided, oh, okay, we take it back. We didn't mean that. We promise. We won't change a thing. I could name the other company that decided to roll back on its change, but
wait, is the other one OF?
It has those initials, yes.
Oh my god, okay, yeah.
As I said, I wasn't sure if we can talk about it on this podcast, but
I will just
say
it's
funny that
all the people who were telling people who use that platform, oh, well, you can't post your content anymore, so now you're going to have to get a real job. It's really ironic when it's like Twitch streamers telling them that.
Yeah, man, some people can be really scummy, and you can tell that people are always looking for somebody to dunk on.
Yeah.
There's always somebody who know they're not in a great place in life, and they have to find someone as a scapegoat, or someone as a lightning rod for their own crappiness in life. Exactly, and for my algorithm on YouTube, it's been mostly people like being negative about the decisions that OF did. But occasionally I'd see a video saying, ha ha ha, guess you can't,
guess you can't do it anymore.
Insert word, you can't insert word here just to get money, ha ha ha. That video, those videos would pop up in my notification, or not my notification, but they would pop up in like the
your feed,
in the home page, in the feed, yes. And I would take a quick glance at their channels and be like, "Yep, this is definitely not something I want to watch." So do not recommend this channel.
All right, so that actually went by faster than I thought it would.
Yeah, man, hey, we're trying to make sure we find stories that'll, get you all hooked and excited. And we found a lot. There was a lot going on this week.
There really was. We got, like, most of our articles, like, on Saturday.
Yeah. Yes, we did, Steven. Yes, we did.
So we're going to keep doing this. And if anyone who's listening finds any gaming news they think we should cover, the comments section is always open, and you can message our channel if you know how to do that. I don't remember how to, but
I mean, you can definitely find me in the comments, that's for sure.
Until next time, stay cool.
Chili dogs!